Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 9, Book 87, number 148. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, "While I was sleeping, I saw myself standing at a well over which there was a bucket. I pulled out from it as many buckets of water as Allah wished, and then Ibn Abi Kafir, Abu Bakr, took the bucket from me and pulled out 1 or 2 full buckets, and there was weakness in his pull. May Allah forgive him. Then the bucket turned into a very large one and Umar bin al-Khattab took it. I have never seen any strong man among the people drawing water with such strength as Umar did, till the people drank to their satisfaction and watered their camels to their fill, whereupon the camels sat beside the water." Volume 9, Book 87, number 149. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, "While I was sleeping, I saw myself standing over a tank, well, giving water to the people to drink. Then Abu Bakr came to me and took the bucket from me in order to relieve me, and he pulled out 1 or 2 full buckets, and there was weakness in his pulling. May Allah forgive him. Then Ibn al-Khattab took it from him and went on drawing water till the people left, after being satisfied, while the tank was overflowing with water." Volume 9, Book 87, number 150. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. We were sitting with Allah's Apostle. He said, "While I was sleeping, I saw myself in paradise. Suddenly I saw a woman performing ablution beside a palace. I asked, 'For whom is this palace?' They, the angels, replied, 'It is for Umar bin al-Khattab.' Then I remembered Umar's ghira and went back hurriedly. On hearing that, Umar started weeping and said, 'Let my father and mother be sacrificed for you.' O Allah's Apostle, how dare I think of my ghira being offended by you?" Volume 9, Book 87, number 151. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. Allah's Apostle said, "I saw in a dream that I entered paradise, and behold, there was a palace built of gold. I asked, 'For whom is this palace?' They, the angels, replied, 'For a man from the Quraysh.' The Prophet added, 'O Ibn al-Khattab, nothing stopped me from entering it except your ghira.' Umar said, 'How dare I think of my ghira being offended by you, O Allah's Apostle?" Volume 9, Book 87, number 152. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. We were sitting with Allah's Apostle. He said, "While I was sleeping, I saw myself in paradise, and behold, a woman was performing ablution by the side of a palace. I asked, 'For whom is this palace?' They replied, 'For Umar.' Then I remembered the ghira of Umar and returned immediately. Umar wept, on hearing that, and said, 'Let my father and mother be sacrificed for you, O Allah's Apostle. How dare I think of my ghira being offended by you?" Volume 9, Book 87, number 153. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's Apostle said, "While I was sleeping, I saw myself performing the tawaf of the Kaaba. Behold, there I saw a whitish-red lank-haired man, holding himself between 2 men with water dropping from his hair. I asked, 'Who is this?' The people replied, 'He is the son of Mary.' Then I turned my face to see another man with red complexion, big body, curly hair, and blind in the right eye which looked like a protruding out grape. I asked, "Who is he?" They replied, "He is Ad-Dajjal." Ibn Qattan resembles him more than anybody else among the people, and Ibn Qattan was a man from Bani al-Mustalik from Kuza. Volume 9, Book 87, number 154. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. I heard Allah's Apostle saying, "While I was sleeping, I saw a bowl full of milk was brought to me and I drank of it, to my fill, till I noticed its wetness flowing in my body. Then I gave the remaining of it to Umar." They asked, "O Allah's Apostle, what have you interpreted about the dream?" He said, "It is religious knowledge." See Hadith number 134. Volume 9, Book 87, number 155. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Men from the companions of Allah's Apostle used to see dreams during the lifetime of Allah's Apostle, and they used to narrate those dreams to Allah's Apostle. Allah's Apostle would interpret them as Allah wished. I was a young man and used to stay in the mosque before my wedlock. I said to myself, if there were any good in myself, I too would see what these people see. So when I went to bed one night, I said, "O Allah, if you see any good in me, show me a good dream." So while I was in that state, there came to me, in a dream, 2 angels. In the hand of each of them, there was a mace of iron, and both of them were taking me to hell, and I was between them, invoking Allah, "O Allah, I seek refuge with you from hell." Then I saw myself being confronted by another angel holding a mace of iron in his hand. He said to me, "Do not be afraid, you will be an excellent man if you only pray more often." So they took me till they stopped me at the edge of hell, and behold, it was built inside like a well, and it had side posts like those of a well, and beside each post there was an angel carrying an iron mace. I saw therein many people hanging upside down with iron chains, and I recognized therein some men from the Quraysh. Then, the angels took me to the right side. I narrated this dream to my sister, Hafsa, and she told it to Allah's Apostle. Allah's Apostle said, "No doubt, Abdullah is a good man." Nafi said, "Since then, Abdullah bin Umar used to pray much." Volume 9, Book 87, number 156. Narrated by Ibn Umar. I was a young unmarried man during the lifetime of the Prophet. I used to sleep in the mosque. Anyone who had a dream would narrate it to the Prophet. I said, "O Allah, if there is any good for me with you, then show me a dream so that Allah's Apostle may interpret it for me." So I slept and saw, in a dream, 2 angels came to me and took me along with them. And they met another angel who said to me, "Don't be afraid, you are a good man." They took me towards the fire, and behold, it was built inside like a well, and therein I saw people, some of whom I recognized, and then the angels took me to the right side. In the morning, I mentioned that dream to Hafsa. Hafsa told me that she had mentioned it to the Prophet, and he said, "Abdullah is a righteous man if he only prays more at night." Az-Zuri said, "After that, Abdullah used to pray more at night." Volume 9, Book 87, number 157. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. I heard Allah's Apostle saying, "While I was sleeping, I saw that a cup full of milk was brought to me, and I drank of it and gave the remaining of it to Umar bin al-Khattab." They asked, "What have you interpreted about the dream?" "O Allah's Apostle," the Prophet said, "it is religious knowledge."